This past week, you took pictures of architecture. And one of the issues with architecture is sometimes we get these strange angles. And today I'm going to show you how to correct those in Photoshop. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open our picture in Camera Raw. I'm going to show you a new way of fixing the white balance. This third tool over here on the top, you're going to click on that. And then you're going to click on something that should be white. And as you see, it turns to a white, but we get a perfect color balance inside. Then we're going to go to auto on here, and we may decide to change some things. We may not. I don't see anything. I'm going to, I want to show you something cool you can do with clarity. Now we know we can get clarity that way and get it kind of interesting in color, but if you go the other way, you get this very ethereal look. So just something to keep in mind. I don't want the ethereal look. I want just a little bit of color, and then I'm going to open my image into Photoshop. I'm going to diminish this in the background so you don't get distracted, and here I am in Photoshop. Okay. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to crop the image so you get the size and the shape that you want. I'm cutting out a little bit of that blue in the sky. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate my background layer by hitting Alt-J or Command-J on the Mac. And I've got 2 layers over here in my layer palette. Then I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to go to Transform, and there's something that says Perspective. I'm going to click on that perspective. And I'm going to grab the handle down here. And I've got little handles, top and bottom, whatever. And I'm going to grab one of those handles, and I'm going to change the perspective in my picture a little bit so that I'm getting that building to go more straight up and down. Don't worry what it looks like underneath. We'll crop it so it looks more correct. And the further I go, the closer to reality it becomes until I drop it. All right, that wasn't happy. All right, let's try it again. Oh, I don't want to drop it like that. Pull that end down. All right, so that's pretty close to being correct. And I'm going to drop it and hit return. Now, obviously, we've got this craziness happening here on the side, so I'm going to get my cropping tool. I'm going to crop it again. This time I'm going to bring it in so that we can see that I don't have my double picture happening. I'm going to pull this down so that's not going crazy, and I'm going to crop it again. Okay, now I've still got 2 layers. I'm going to go back up to Edit, Transform, and I'm going to try and scale it a little bit so it's not as distorted. So I'm going to kind of push that down so that the church is not as tall and thin as it once was. I'm going to hit that, get my crop tool, crop out what I don't need. Just a little smidgen at the bottom there. And we've gone a long way from where it was, okay, to where it is. All right, it's looking a little less skewed, a little less crazy. You could repeat this pattern until you get it to look exactly the way you want it to look. So I'm going to try I didn't want to try rotate. I'm just going to hit my return. I'm going to try Edit, Transform. I'm going to scale. I just hit the wrong thing. I'm going to scale it down a little bit more, maybe a little bit more from the bottom. Return, crop. Okay. Then when you're done, we're ready to layer, flatten. Then we're going to go to our filter, sharpen, smart sharpen. We're going to look at our picture nice and close. We're going to hit OK. Then file, save as, and you're going to change it to what you want to call it, church fixed. Save it to your desktop. Save, always at maximum, save, close it down, and now we can look at it where it was, which is right there, to where it is now, which is right here. So I still see some things I could do. I could go back in, get that a little bit straighter. Let me show you how you can do that. I'm going to choose just that picture. I'm going to open it up in Camera Raw. I'm going to choose this little tool right here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over. And I'm going to see if I can click here. And nope, I'm not going to do it right there. I think I'm going to do it right here. Click here and then click down there. That's going to make that straight up and down. Crop it. Oh, that made it worse. So you hit your Alt-Z. Oh, I forgot. All right, I'm just going to go back. I'm going to see if I can click something else, make it better. Let's see how that looks. That looks a little better. I still don't like what's happening over here and what's happening here, so I'm going to try and do it a little bit better. I'm going to get this pole right here. Click, hold, and drag it down. Return. Ooh, that's worse. All right, I'm going to go back and see this. You know, it's good that you see me struggling because I don't always get it right the first time either. I'm going to try this line. Maybe that'll get the church straight. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. Now the church is straight.